Andrew Chesterman is a distinguished scholar in the field of translation studies. Born in London in 1946, he has dedicated his career to bridging the gaps between languages and cultures. His academic journey began with a master's degree from the University of Edinburgh, followed by a PhD in linguistics from the University of Reading. For 8 years, from 2002 to 2010, he held the prestigious position of Professor of Multilingual Communication at the University of Helsinki. His contributions to the field have been widely recognized. In 2008, he was awarded the Knight, First Class of the Order of the White Rose of Finland. Dr. Chesterman's vast knowledge is reflected in his numerous publications. Some of his notable works include On Definiteness, Memes of Translation, Contrastive Functional Analysis, Can Theory Help Translators, and The Map, A Beginner's Guide to Doing Research in Translation Studies. Chesterman divides translation strategies and techniques into the following 3 levels: synthetic strategies, semantic strategies, and pragmatic strategies. And there are more than 30 subtypes like this table. First, the synthetic strategies in translation involve manipulating the form of the source language while maintaining synthetic or grammatical structure. This approach allows translators to navigate linguistic differences between languages while preserving meaning and grammatical correctness. Second, the semantic strategy in translation involves altering or replicating the meaning of the source language through semantic changes. This method gives translators flexibility to convey meaning effectively by adjusting to linguistic and cultural variation between languages. Third, the pragmatic strategy in translation involves making significant changes to the source language text, combining both grammatical and semantic alteration. This approach requires translators to consider not only how to translate accurately but also how to cater to the expectation and needs of the target language readers.
Let's take a look in the first example. In Indonesian version, hidup adalah pilihan dan aku memilih turu. Meanwhile, in English version, life is a choice and I choose to sleep. In this example, we are using synthetic strategies. According to Arthur Chesterman's theory, they might choose sleep in English to convey the same idea effectively. The strategies make sure the translation fits the culture and language of the audience while keeping the original meaning intact. Second, in English version, why is the letter B so cool? Because it's sitting in the middle of AC. And in Indonesia version, mengapa huruf B dingin sekali? Karena letaknya di tengah-tengah AC. In this example, the joke about the letter B and AC to fit Indonesian culture reverence, ensuring it resonates with the audience. These pragmatic strategies involve making significant change to the original text to ensure comprehension and appreciation by the target audience. Third, in Indonesia version, is perguruan tinggi, and then in English version is high school. In this example, the meme shows the literal translation of perguruan tinggi to convey the intended meaning effectively in a different cultural context. The semantic strategies demonstrate how Chesterman's theory informs translation decision by prioritizing conveying the intended meaning in a culturally relevant manner. Chesterman's translation theory in Memes of Translation changes how translators work and think by focusing on smaller chunks of meaning, being aware of cultural differences, using different strategies for translation, and understanding language rules. Instead of translating whole text, translators pay attention to small parts to keep the original meaning clear in the new language. They also consider cultural customs to make translations more accurate and respectful. Chesterman suggests using different methods based on each translation's needs, rather than sticking to one rule. Plus, he reminds translators that language rules can change depending on where and how people speak, affecting how they translate.